Nairobi's Eastleigh estate becomes the first in Nairobi to face specific restrictions. The government says the exponential rise in new infections in the busy hub is a threat to the whole city. We begin our broadcast with our very own Stephen Leto, who reports on the move that came as the total number of cases in Eastleigh hit 68.
Eastleigh's rising numbers of COVID-19 cases for the last few days has been shocking. Only Tuesday, a total of 29 people tested positive, with 5 more people recorded in the latest tally, raising the toll in Eastleigh to a staggering 68. The government increasingly getting worried, slapping the bustling estate with a partial lockdown, the first one of its kind in Nairobi.
There shall be cessation of movement in and out of Eastleigh area of Nairobi with effect from today, the 6th of May 2020 at 7 p.m. for the next 15 days.
In a public order circular affecting the restrictions released this evening and signed by Interior Cabinet Secretary Dr. Fred Matiang'i, roadblocks will be erected to seal off the city estate from any movements going in or coming out. The roadblocks will be stationed to seal off Eastleigh North, Eastleigh South and Eastleigh Airbase.
You cannot go into Eastleigh and persons within Eastleigh cannot leave the area of Eastleigh.
Only personnel carrying out essential services will be allowed to enter or leave the estate for the next 15 days. Other members of the public will require special permission from the county commander to interact with Eastleigh.
There will be closure of any markets, any restaurants and eateries within those 2 areas. That is the area of Eastleigh in Nairobi and Old Town in Mombasa.
COVID-19 infections in Eastleigh began when an imam who had reportedly moved from house to house offering prayers, only for him to later test positive for COVID-19 and succumb to the virus. The government now urging Eastleigh residents to stay inside their houses to cut the transmission chain.
It doesn't mean that you have to stick into your house. Within the area you can walk, but we are urging people not to leave their premises. What we don't want to do is to lock people inside their houses. But we are saying, as much as possible, stay within the house and send somebody. Move out only when you must.
Moments after the government directive, a rush to get out of Eastleigh to evade the wrath of law enforcers.
If you have a colleague who is in Eastleigh, leaves Eastleigh as we are speaking, to come and stay with you, you would be an extremely foolish person to accept that that person comes and stays with you and they have not taken a test. So it is you who would be exposing yourself to the virus.
During this period, the Health Ministry says it will boost its testing in Eastleigh to identify all positive cases and quarantine them in government's frantic efforts to flatten the COVID-19 curve that is currently running wild. With COVID-19 numbers in the country rising at a worrying speed, the government is urging Kenyans not to drop the ball even as it introduces new containment measures. The government insists that majority of those who tested positive today did not exhibit symptoms of COVID-19, meaning anyone seated next to you or standing close to you could be positive. Stephen Leto, Citizen TV, Nairobi.
All right.